In this video, we're checking out 10 DIY trellises that were built and shared by the MakerPipe community recently. These are all made out of off-the-shelf electrical EMT conduit and clamps from MakerPipe.com. You can easily combine these two materials to build all kinds of awesome things, and they work really well in the garden for all sorts of projects, especially trellises. And we see these all the time, and we're going to do another roundup today of the trellises that have been shared over the last few months as people get ready for the spring and for this current gardening season that we're in. And this first one comes from Reese, who shared this in the Facebook group a little while ago. And if you don't know, we actually do have a Facebook group that I'll link down below that you can check out. It's a great place to see projects and ask questions and share them, of course. And that's exactly what Reese did, which is really cool. We can see here that he made these really fantastic, I don't even know, like trapezoid kind of shaped trellises that look fantastic. I haven't really seen a lot of trellises in the community that are this shape, but they look really cool. And I love how he did it. And essentially he said he just did 45-degree bends in the corner on each side, and then up at the top are 45-degree bends as well. So all four of those combined together, spaced apart, come back around and allow him to have the vertical post going down to the ground. And he just did that twice. And then we can see in this other photo that he shared, there's a close-up of the connectors and him building there, which is really cool. We can see that he used, looks like off-the-shelf 3/4 inch trade size conduit, and then a bunch of different connectors. I see a 180 in there. I see a coupling at the very top, which is how he joined the two halves of the kind of arches together, which is a really good technique if you're doing arches like this, because you don't have to get the bends perfect all the way around. You can just kind of split the build in half, get the bends right, and then combine them together with the couplings, which is what he did. You can see he's using T connectors there, and as you know, quite a few connectors, but mostly looks like it's just T's and 180s. And 180s work really well because they allow you to have this vertical pole running through the middle, and then having the two pieces that come out and kind of continue the span of conduit. And those work really well in this kind of situation where you need a strong trellis support, and looks fantastic. And then we can see here he's got hardware cloth secured to the outside of the frame. Looks like he's just zip tying that up there, and it just looks fantastic and is a great trellis design all the way around. Thanks so much, Reese, for sharing it. We love seeing it. Next up is a project that was shared recently by KD, and this is really cool because people ask us all the time if you can combine T-post and conduit, and there hasn't really been anybody in the community that's done that, and we haven't really tried it, but it looks like here is a solution that KD shared recently where they essentially just drilled through the EMT conduit poles in their build and then just bolted that to the T-post, as you can see there. Pretty much just a short stub of conduit at the very top of these T-posts secured with those bolts, and then going up and then using 90-degree connectors to add these cross pieces all the way to the other side, and then just supported by all of the T-post verticals throughout the garden. This is really fantastic. We can see they've got trellis string just tied off of those and going down to the ground, which is fantastic and provides a lot of support for the plants that are growing up. It's really cool, like I said, for combining T-post and conduit, and hopefully more people get inspired by this and use it in their builds, because I think this is a great solution and something to keep in mind. Next up are some trellises that Solimar put together, and these are really cool. We can see there's a single panel trellis that were put together, or that's put together on the outside of this garden bed, just using some T connectors there to add some cross supports between the verticals, and then some off-the-shelf 90-degree elbow connectors to kind of make the two-dimensional rectangle shape here. And it's supporting a cattle panel that's just zip tied on here. Nice and simple trellis. And then we can see these other trellises are arches that kind of sit on the outside of the garden bed in the same kind of way, except these go up and they're not just a single panel. They go up and then arch over to the other garden bed, which is really cool. And then the hardware cloth, or the hardware or cattle panel, is secured to the frame and then kind of bent over to kind of match the shape of the conduit. We can see those are zip tied there, and it looks like just a series of T connectors to kind of support between the two verticals. And like I said, you can build with conduit and connectors really easily. You just need a tubing cutter to cut conduit to the dimensions that you want. Then you can use a 5mm hex wrench to assemble connectors. And those two tools allow you to build pretty much anything with these materials. But if you want to kind of go a step further, you can use a handheld tubing bender. You can actually incorporate bends into your builds, and it is a really great tool and technique to incorporate, and allows you to do a lot of cool stuff. So definitely think about using that in your garden this spring. But this is a great idea for using that and just using conduit connectors in general. So thanks so much for sharing it. We love seeing it. Next up is a shade trellis combo that was shared by Janine, and she built this to kind of protect her plants from the Florida sun. As we can see here, it's pretty much just vertical pieces of conduit that are sitting on top of this kind of gravel area where they have their raised garden beds. And those verticals are going up, and then she's using a series of connectors like 180s, some 90-degree connectors, some T connectors, all to kind of build this rectangular cube that sits around the garden beds. We can also see there's some 45-degree bracing incorporated into the structure, which is awesome. Always want to make sure you brace your builds accordingly. And then from from there, we can see that she's actually using some chain, and those are going between the pieces of conduit in the build, and then she's using that to hang the tomahawks off of those going down into the dirt, into the soil for the plants. So that's really smart, really cool. Love seeing people using chain. We saw a community member do this a while back, so it's cool to see more people doing that because I think it's a great idea. And as we can see, it's working out great. And then on top of the build, we can see there is shade cloth secured just to protect the plants that are climbing up from the Florida sun. So really cool build, some great ideas in here. Thanks so much for sharing it. Next up is a tomato line trellis that was shared by David. He said he and his wife wanted a simple trellis structure, and so they put one together with conduit connectors. As we can see here, sits on the outside of their raised steel garden bed that they have secured, or they have the conduit secured to with one-hole straps. Those verticals are going up, and then they're using some Maker Pipe 4-way connectors up here to create the structure. And this isn't a design that we see too often, but I think it makes a lot of sense for this kind of a structure, and it's really cool, where essentially it's just a 4-way connector to have the pieces of conduit going from one side to the other, and then you've got the verticals going up, of course, but then you've got the pieces of conduit that are running continuously through the middle of the 4-way and going all the way to the other side to connect to the other 4-way and the verticals over there, and pretty much just makes a structure that can be adjusted really easily. And then you've got the trellis string hanging off of it, and it's nice and simple and a great technique, I think, for building this kind of a trellis. It looks fantastic. Thanks so much, David, for sharing this idea. Next up is a really unique structure in tomato trellis that was shared by Jay. They've got some raised beds on wheels out here, as you can see. So they've got a freestanding frame built with 90-degree connectors in the corners with the verticals going up. And then at the very top, they have this unique kind of rectangle shape that they're going to secure the trellis netting off of, going all the way down to the raised beds. And it's a pretty simple structure. You know, it's kind of a unique shape, but it's really just 90s at the bottom, 90s up here in the back corner, and then a few T connectors to kind of make this rectangular frame. And the way they have these T's at the top, you can quickly loosen those and adjust these horizontal pieces up and down if you need to. And it's a pretty cool structure, pretty unique. Don't know exactly why it's this shape, but I'm sure they have their reasons, and it looks cool nonetheless. So really cool. Thanks so much for sharing this idea. Next up is an overhead trellis that was shared recently. Don't know exactly what they're trellising up above their kind of raised garden beds, but as you can see here, they built their Maker Pipe and conduit frame using 4-way connectors, some 90-degree connectors, more 4-ways there, just a series of connectors. And this structure is made to sit really high above their garden bed. And what they actually might be doing, it can't really see a close-up, but what they might be doing is actually using this as a grid system for the trellis netting to hang off of and then go down to the plants underneath. Because we've seen people do, overhead builds like this where the plants are actually trellising up top, if it's like a gourd or something like that. But in this situation, if they've got tomatoes or something underneath, maybe it's just, got trellis string off it. We don't really know exactly, but nonetheless, it's a really great idea and just kind of showcases that you can build modular frames and then secure, your different needs to that frame, whether it be sunshade or trellises or enclosure material. You have a lot of freedom and a lot of modularity when you use conduit connectors. So this is really cool. Thanks so much for sharing it. Next up is a single panel trellis that was shared recently, and I love this one. It really highlights some great ideas in here. Essentially, this is just a panel that has 3 verticals. It's secured to the outside of the garden bed using hanger straps. We've talked about securing conduit builds to raised garden beds like this recently on the channel. We actually made a new shim that you can pick up and use in your builds if you're interested. But here he just used hanger straps and said it worked great. So that's also a good option for you. But essentially these 3 verticals go up, and then he's using T connectors, 180-degree connectors, and I think that just really those 2 main connector types to build this framework. Then he's got hardware cloth secured to the frame with zip ties. Nice and simple and works great, as we can see here, and it's just secured to the garden beds and is just providing great support for the plants. And we've got some close-ups here of the 180 and of the T connector, and here's the solution where it's secured to the raised steel garden beds with those hanger straps, and it's a fantastic solution and a great idea. Thanks so much for sharing this. We love seeing it. Next up is a double garden bed trellis that was shared by Elise in the garden. Definitely check out her video to see the whole process. But here we can see she's got vertical supports just secured on the outside of the garden beds, and then using 90-degree connectors and some T connectors and such, she actually built this cube that is kind of going between the 2 garden beds and then has trellis string hanging off of it and going down to the ground. And I actually don't know if she used any T connectors in here. I think it might just be all 90-degree connectors, which is really cool. Nice and simple, just a few connectors to add some trellis supporting for the plants in here. That's really cool. Like I said, definitely check out her video. I'll link it down below with the rest of the builds, and you can see exactly how it's put together, which is awesome. Last but not least is another trellis shade combo, and we love seeing builds like this that really highlight that you can really customize for your space and exactly what you need. So here we can see, it's the custom dimensions to fit this really unique cement raised garden bed. Looks like they're using just verticals going down into the soil and the mulch there, and essentially those verticals are going up, and then you've got 90-degree connectors, which are a really common connector that we've highlighted a few times for making cube structures like this. Same thing with the 180s that we talked about earlier. Those are used in the middle. And then that same design was repeated at the top, except here we've got 4-way connectors to add that cross piece to the middle, and then a 180-degree connector in the middle there because the piece of conduit is running continuously through it. And then here we can see they're using it as a trellis and a shade. Here's a picture of just the frame itself with the trellis poles going down to the plants, as you can see there. Good picture of the framework, and they said they painted it all black, which took up most of the time when putting this together. And then here's some more pictures of the frame, and then there is a miniature model using our MakerPipe Minis. If you haven't seen those, you can use those to plan out exactly what connectors that you need for your build, which can be really useful for all kinds of different projects, especially if you're like me and you're not very great at sketching out projects. And so I'll definitely link those down below so you can check them out. But this is a great build and really showcases the modularity and, again, the customization possibilities that you have with conduit and connectors. So this is really cool. Thanks so much for sharing this, Ron, and thanks to everybody for posting your builds. They'll all be linked down below if you want to check any of them out in more detail. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.